Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to this taste challenge. I have two. This is going to close out the mezcal. I have two for this year. Yes, I have two mezcals. This is Del Maguey Vida Single Village Mezcal Puebla. This was $32.99. I can't remember where I bought it, but all the stores seem to have it for about the same price, so it doesn't matter. Let's see if I can get the cap off, because the cap broke yesterday, and I glued it back. Nah, it's still broken. I'm going to have to put the wine stopper. It's going to be trouble. Okay, I'm going to have to go get the socket wrench. Maybe I can get it out. I feel like it's coming up loose, but I got to throw this away and use the cork. All right, so this is Ojo de Tigre, Tiger's Eye. Don't know when it was introduced. Can't get any good information on that. Don't really know who the parent company is. It might just be its own company. It's got a flip cap like Grolsch beer. Kind of neat. They say it's a blend of Tobalá and Espadín mezcals. And they say it's designed to de-emphasize the smoke. And I paid like something like $28.99. This one was $32.99. I bought this at Total Wine and More, and I bought this, like I said, I can't remember. Let me try to give it one last chance. Yeah. I'll be right back. All right, so I don't have a problem with them putting a tight seal on a liquor bottle, but when it causes the thing to break, yeah, that's a little extreme. So I had a funny feeling about this when I first tried to open it. If you watched the first solo review, I couldn't get it open, really. Definitely not cooperating. So yeah, that's the problem. So anyway, I have that wine cork. I just have to finish that wine. I don't have but a few ounces left, so that's not going to be an issue. But okay, pretty good pour there. Just got to get a little touch up here. So they're saying that their focus, it's white, black, and there's a little bit of gold there. Actually, a little bit of gold, like the sun. But they said they're trying to de-emphasize smoke with the Ojo de Tigre. De-emphasize. Of course, you can see they're both clear as a bell, so the appearance won't matter. Joe Hill says, evening. Fandango tonight. I just poured a toppling Goliath pseudo soup. Fantastic. Yes, Fandango Friday is coming up. Like a flower. Yeah, real soon. Okay, so let's do a screen share. So Del Maguey Vida Puebla is made in a single village of the village of Axocopan in Puebla State. It was introduced in 2010. It's produced for Del Maguey by independent company. Oh, I forgot to put it. 2 times distilled. I'll add that. Ojo de Tigre, the Tiger's Eye, sweet notes of caramel and dried fruits. That's the Espadín. Herbal notes of the Tobalá. I have started seeing this one around here and there, not in my town because we don't really get mezcal around here. So you can look at the website. It says the best experience for this is a slice of fresh pineapple. Well, no, I don't think I'll be doing that. But first they grow it, then they harvest it, then they cook it, then they mash it, then they ferment it and make it into like a wine, like a agave wine, distill it, and then they blend it and bottle it. And there you go. And you can join up emails from them and all of that. Okay. Burley Sullivan says, you. Hey, Burley, cheers back to you. Feel like we do. Yeah. I'm picking up a little bit of smoke to be frank, but not a pineapple belongs on pizza, not liquor. Well, a lot of people would physically attack saying pineapple belongs on pizza, but I could tolerate that. I wouldn't be looking for that. I did eat pizza today. Thank you, Domino's and the Knights of Columbus. All right, but I paid money for it. But anyway, yeah, it smells kind of nice. Agave nectar and a little bit of smoke. All right, over here. Yeah, maybe a little smoke. Agave, yeah. So as far as the aroma at this point, at this particular moment, I'm not sure. Let's taste over here. Over here, over here. Let's taste over here. Let the mezcals come in, the mezcals come. All right. Okay. We definitely have smoke here. So if this is the Ojo de Tigre, and they're talking about they want to de-emphasize smoke, they got a lot more de-emphasizing to do. Medium body, dry finish. Is it an A product? Whichever one this is, definitely an A. Definitely an A. Most excellent in the 90s. In the 90s. Let's go over here. No smoke. Just vegetable and clean water. Clean water in Mexico is not renowned for clean and or safe to drink water, I might add. I think that is the doggone Ojo de Tigre. And it is. I got it. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned it to y'all, but I got it. Well, I'll just use their tasting notes as a clue. They're telling me they de-emphasize smoke. I don't taste no smoke. Consequently, I know it's the Ojo de Tigre. Now, do I prefer the Vida? Even though it's $6 more at my time of purchase. Yes, I do prefer it because it has that rich smokiness in a relative sense. I don't find it's particularly smoky on its own merits. 2 times distilled. Yeah, it's really nice. So we got the little cap problem, which I'm going to have to rectify with a wine cork. I mean, what else can I do? I mean, There's really no other choice. I don't fault myself. It's the company's problem for putting a cork. It's synthetic cork now, nonetheless, or not to mention, but it was too tight and ended up pulling off the cap due to being too tight. So I'm not going to get out of, not taking out a channel locks every time I need to open it, no, mean. So, although I could do that, but eventually it'd probably break through the rubber, but by that time I'd probably be done. So I've gone through about more than half the bottle just in the taste challenge. Just in the taste challenges, I'm already more than halfway through the bottle. But then it'll probably take me 9 years to get through the rest, just due to the nature of the challenges and the time frame in which they work. So Ojo de Tigre, it's good, but standard quality in Mexico, buy it for $26, says Ricardo. $26, really? Yeah, well, we got to pay import taxes and there's shipping and everything. So I'd hate to see the price in Canada. Can you imagine? They got to pay for all that free stuff. The Canadians always tell me we get free healthcare, free this, free that. I say, well, if it's free, why are your consumer prices like exorbitantly high? Well, that's so the government can pay for all the free stuff. We could buy a loaf of bread here for $1.39, and over there it's maybe $3.39, $4.39, and then everything just goes up more and more. So that's to recoup the free. They're taking $10 out of your left pocket to put $10 in your right pocket. You think you got something. Probably taking $11 out of your left pocket to put $10 in the right, and they're keeping the dollar. That's a service charge, a government social welfare service charge. But they can't seem to understand that. I don't know. It's not my problem. They're not our state yet. The Ojo de Tigre. Is it worth buying? It's worth buying. And I get it. They wanted to make a mezcal that was not smoky, that would appeal to people that don't care for the smoke. But I don't understand why they wouldn't just buy tequila. You could just buy tequila, but that's the thing. They got this reasoning behind it. It's a little bland. It's nice. At the time of this tasting, I don't think I would go into an A range though with it. I hate to say this. I can't remember what I said previously. I think it was higher. These are subject to change because you can just you get a different perception of it as especially in a comparative sense. So a lot of these products would be very different in isolation, but then do we really drink these things in isolation? I don't think that many people do it unless they're just exclusively tied to one brand. You got some people that only drink Jose Cuervo and they'll never deviate because there's booze in the blend. And it's that concoction that helps them hang on, But, and that's what they do. They just drink that, and some claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know that that's nobody's fault. Well, maybe it's my fault. All right, okay, it's my own damn fault. And like John Lennon said, I dig a pony. And I'm trying to imitate anything you want, and I'm trying to syndicate anything you want. And the clear and present winner of this taste challenge is not the Ojo de Tigre, no, It's the vida, the life, the Puebla life. So now we get to the part where it's time to transition over to the Fandango Friday. Get yourself ready for Fandango Friday. Any liquor or liqueur, I'm bringing Captain Morgan White rum. Captain Morgan White. I'm bringing in Captain Morgan White. Introduced in 2014. 40% alcohol, 5 times distilled, produced in the United States Virgin Islands, in particular the island of St. Croix, at the Captain Morgan Distillery. But which has been around for a long time in the U.S. Virgin Islands, like decades, for the longest time. It competes down there with, and I've never been to St. Croix, and I've never been to the U.S. Virgin Islands, in fact. But I'm going to bring, is it really special and unique and wonderful? Nah, but it's nice. I mean, I had a coupon. It was a rebate. You had to mail it in. I did. No big deal. Didn't take much time. They sent me the check, $5. But so I did get a deal on it. Now you just scan it. You just scan this and you get the rebate. But I don't mind sitting down and filling out a form that takes like literally less than a minute. So how difficult is it to walk to the post office spot, to the mailbox and put something in the mail? It's really not difficult. I know the stamps are high now because nobody uses mail, physical mail. But anyway, I mean, we do, but not anything close to 50 years ago when it was all physical mail. All right, so the winner, Vida from Del Maguey. I really am. I'm so impressed with this company, and I think it's going to be a great adventure to peruse, more of their products. So here we go. Get ready. Down about 14 minutes, unless I'm running late, but 14 minutes for the Fandango Friday. Liquor and liqueur, and cheers to Vida. You did a great job, and see you next year in the next Mezcal Taste Challenge series.